Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to be watching the game between Derk Throws These, the team on the left. Oh wait, did they mess that up? Yeah, they messed that up. Alright, so it's actually going to be the other way around. Derk Throws These is going to be the team on the right, and Zul'jin Distillery will be the team on the left. The first pick is going to Zul'jin Distillery. Sorry, not Zul'jin Distillery, to Derk Throws These. And that because they did not pick the map, they lost the coin toss, and Zul'jin Distillery decided that they wanted the map. So they picked Infernal Shrines. So they will be getting second pick. So far, we've got Maiev banned by Zul'jin Distillery, and on the right side, we've got Varian and KT banned. All right, there goes the Johan ban. That's a pretty good ban.
Grant us strength.
That's an interesting first pick by Derk Throws These, Malfurion.
Tremble before me.
Looks like everybody's ready to go with their comps. They are very fast. Hi.
Let the games begin.
Can you hear me on screen and can you hear the game? I'm having some technical difficulties right now where the team names are not showing up. So I just want to check. Hi, Mark Zombie. Hey, Crush, how's it going? It's pretty late for you. I'm surprised you're not already sleeping. Alright, great, thank you. So, I don't know what happened to the team names. It's just like messed up right now, so I apologize for that. The draft is also not, screen is not working, so one sec. Alright, I'm gonna stick with this screen even though it's weird. Alright, so on the side of Derk Throws These, they got the first pick, so they have their first three already picked now. They've got Malfurion, a Medivh, and a Garrosh. Derk has it's now time for Derk and Rootbeer Guy to choose their picks. They've banned out Zul pretty late in the process, which is interesting. Usually he comes in the first round of bans, and if not banned, then somebody picks him. Alright, we've got a Leoric and Greymane on the right side with Derk Throws These. Hello and welcome to the stream, everyone. Alright, we've got our final pick here. Wonder what it's going to be. Probably like oh, Diva. There we go. That's interesting. You don't see Diva played a lot in competitive games, I think. Alright, well the game's about to start. I see none of the teams are feeling like swapping anything. That's probably good. Here we go. I'm going to take this time to try to fix some stuff up. The names are still broken. I apologize. I don't have Soothsayer. I'm not sure what that is, actually.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
All right. So let me introduce the teams again. On the left here, we've got Zul'jin Distillery. We've got Cowboy Kyle on Diva, Befresh on Tychus, D-Wit on Diablo. We've got Lead on the Deckard. And where's our Mephisto? We've got Ankle Shot on Mephisto. And on the right side, we've got Derk Throws These. We've got Fizzle on Malfurion, Derk on Greymane, MBB on Garrosh, Root Beer Guy on Leoric, and I think that's it. That's all of them. No? Nope. Sorry. Missing Chill. Chills is on Medivh. Right, so got a little skirmish going in the top lane. Ooh, looks like they're looking for a fight. Diablo getting back his height with all the Deckard there. Both teams doing their rotation right now. The top lane, let's take a look at what Diva and Root Beer got. Going back to the bottom lane. That's a pretty large amount of minions right there. So looks like the blue team is going straight for Mercs with a 3-man group. Tychus is staying in mid, trying to finish off that, trying to stay safe obviously, and finish off that minion wave. Medivh is scattering the enemy team while his team gets their Mercs. Medivh and Garrosh head bottom, while Diablo and Deckard and Mephisto are all bottom as well. Seems like, okay, so Greymane might have been looking at this camp just to make sure nobody's taking it. We're just fighting right now, 3v3. Malfurion joins the team again. While Tychus is still in mid. He's done a good job at clearing that minion wave so that the Mercs can get all the way to this wall right here. Of course, forcing the red team to respond to that. While they do so, the blue team now has an opportunity to get this camp uncontested.
The shrine will be active soon. Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
Thanks, Crush. Yeah, it is so weird. Like, last time it was that the game wasn't showing and that the stream title was wrong. And this time, the names of the teams have just disappeared. All the scores and their logos and everything's gone. I don't know what's up with that. So, I apologize. I'm not sure. My theory was it's because I've got both Streamlabs OBS and OBS, and I do like 2 different kinds of streams with them. So I deleted the regular OBS studio, but that did not seem to fix the problem. Alright, so top we've got Mercs pushing from both sides. The right team's Mercs have gotten much closer to the blue team's wall than the other way around. The blue team has gotten a head start here. They're getting, well, just a couple extra minions on the shrine. But the blue team also has these minions pushing, but there's only one of them left, so it's really likely not going to be impactful. Ooh, but look at that Diva bomb that took out a whole bunch of minions, and now they are significantly ahead. Unless they all die here, taking so much damage. It's likely. Root Beer Guy goes down, as does Tychus. Looks like Derk is in trouble here, right on his Greymane, but Medivh saves him with a portal. Derk is sticking close to his healer. Diablo's, I mean, they are so close. They need one of them needs 1 minion and the other team needs 2. Who gets it? Oh, the blue team. But at the cost of Diablo's life, and it looks like also Diva's life. So we've got the Punisher now pushing bottom lane. Fizzle managed to get out of that on his Malfurion. The first Punisher is not particularly strong, so you know it's fairly easy to defend one. Diablo is going mid. Leoric is now dealing with the Mercs top, who have gotten not that much value actually yet. And I had totally forgotten to zoom out. Sorry about that again. Okay, so now we've got that fort down a little and the wall entirely down on the bottom lane for the red team. Blue team seems to be either going to, yeah, they're getting their camp. Not sure why Mephisto is the one waiting in the bush rather than, say, Diablo. But it looks like they've changed now. Medivh is scouting out the enemy team, of course. While the red team has also just gotten their mercs. Blue team is threatening the bottom camp, which is fairly brave considering that a lot of the red team is like right there with Medivh. You can see that this is going on. But looks like the red team gives it. Diablo gets a nice stun on Medivh, but Medivh, of course, is protected before taking too much damage. Unfortunately, Tychus goes in pretty deep and they take a big chunk of his health out. Both teams thinking about an engage right now in the bottom lane, while Leoric seems to have cleared out the mid lane for his team so that these mercs could push, forcing the blue team to rotate to mid, while the red team can deal with that single merc left. Greymane standing here in a bush waiting to capture someone on a rotate. And he does, he gets the Deckard. Oh, that is amazing. Does Deckard die? Oh, yes, he does. Good move by the red team here. Of course, Texas ult goes out, and there goes that Entomb. Ooh. MBB is very low right now, and he goes down. 2 for 1 on this exchange right here, but right now they can't push for more because the red team was too low on health. The Leoric's going back to the top lane. Well, it looks like D.Va is going for the camp. The red team is a little ahead on levels here, like about half a level, maybe 2/3 of a level. So I am surprised that D.Va went to that camp because probably the rest of the team can finish it by themselves. They didn't need her help. So maybe she could have stayed in lane and gotten some XP for that. Next shrine is in the mid lane here. And the red team is staying safe. Since you can't really see the team names right now, mind you, the red team is Derk throws these, and the blue team is Zul'jin Distillery. A red team hero goes down. Yorick was in a little deep and ends up dying. That Malfurion ult was, I guess, an interesting timing for it. Unfortunately, the whole team is pretty full right now. Oh, that Medivh ult got most of the blue team in there. And Tychus gets thrown and taunted. And that's a kill for Derk versus. Now, of course, the red team has a chance to go in hard. Get a couple more kills, maybe. Oh, and D.Va uses her ult, but mostly to run away. Diablo gets flipped into the shrine. Oh, and then there goes the ult that captures them. But it looks like Mephisto almost killed that Greymane. Like, he really almost got him with that ult there that froze them all. It's a good ult. But he also gets swept. Damn, that Garrosh is doing work. Alright, Diablo going in a bit deep. Leaving his team behind, and there's a big taunt that goes out there from Garrosh. Is that Tychus is totally dead. Yep. Now, let's see if Deckard does as well. Yes, another death for the blue team. Now it's a 5v2, so yeah, blue team better run. Arcane Punisher in the bottom, in the mid lane right now. The bottom lane looks like it has some pressure from the red team. See a bunch of minions over here, and the top lane is pretty even. In the meantime, that Punisher is getting some damage in on the blue team's heroes, and on that fort. Pretty sure that fort goes down with this. Garrosh goes in to grab the Mephisto, but I'm not sure if he intended to take that portal. That Medivh portal that he just took. Alright, well they got a fort that's decent value, and at the same time, the rest of the team is grabbing this merc camp as quickly as they can before the blue team invades. They're both on an even talent tier at least, even though the red team is like a level and a half ahead. Let's see what's going on here. Red team is waiting in a bush. Blue team is checking the red team's mercs. They are not doing them, so now they're heading to bot. Oh, and they try to go for that merc camp, but it's, yeah, there goes the Leoric ult, trapping Diablo in there. There goes the Garrosh flip. Oh goodness, that was a lot of damage. And Mephisto's pretty much almost dead. How did he get away? Wow, Derk had to withdraw from that. But, oh, they go 1 for 1. Tychus manages to secure the kill for the blue team in response to Mephisto dying. Crush is saying that Medivh is doing serious work for Derk throws these. So many just barely saves. That's true. Let's see now. The red team is getting their merc camp, and Medivh is scouting the blue team's camp just to make sure they're not getting it right now, which they aren't. But it seems like they are considering it. Alright, red team got their camps. Blue team is down a talent tier right now, so they are still down at level 1.5. They are almost at 15, but the red team's already well into their 16. So it would be very dangerous for them to have a fight right now. Looks like they know that, and they're just focusing on soaking. They tried to get that kill on Leoric, but of course he has to escape. Great block. And now D.Va has to deal with these mercs, as well as the ones that are going to be in the top lane soon.
Another shrine will be ready soon.
That's a lot of map pressure from the red team. Like, they're doing a great job at getting all these mercs and pushing the blue team pretty hard, who's being rather defensive right now because they have to be. Blue team is congregated around this camp right now, though I think they probably should be soaking a bit more, if possible. It just might be difficult to do so safely right now because, but they see most of the team bot, because that team is, they see most of Derk throws these on the bottom lane, so they really should have taken that opportunity to kill these mercs up here and those minions to get 16. They didn't quite need all 5 on that merc camp. Right, they've come in just in time to rescue that fort, but I'm not sure it's going to make much of a difference because, you know, somebody sneezes on that fort and it will die. Alright, Derk throws these is getting a very big head start on that shrine. They've already got 28 minions. Medivh's stock goes out. Ooh, and D.Va's bomb is about to blow up on a whole bunch of people. And wow, 1 for 1, D.Va goes down, as well as Greymane, but Leoric also dies. So the blue team has an advantage right now, if they can push it. Diablo gets thrown into the tower, takes a little bit of damage, but not enough to kill him. Tychus is being a little adventurous here, but he managed to get away as well. Medivh, however, got a little greedy there when he saw the Tychus, I think, and he teleported in, which is not the best call because he unfortunately died for it. Alright, so now the blue team is catching up. Blue team is Zul'jin Distillery. I apologize that the names of the teams are not showing on the map right now. Top lane has a lot of pressure, and it looks like the blue team just realized it, and D.Va goes up there to deal with the Leoric and the camp pushing. Middle lane also has a lot of pressure from Derk throws these, and now the blue team gets to push with their Immortal. Or Punisher, rather, not Immortal. Here we go, and Derk sort of gets jumped on by the Immortal. Usually a tank will bait it. It took a good chunk of his health, but since the blue team has backed off, he's healed back to full now by Malfury. Punisher goes down. It does a little bit of damage up here. I mean, it did take the entire wall, which is great. It did take that bottom fort. So they did get quite a lot of value, but just not keep. That Derek is that Deckard is in trouble. Ooh, ankle shot goes down on the Mephisto. That Leoric Entomb is really good. Tychus is probably about to die. Now let's see if they can also get the Diablo. D.Va manages to get away, but I don't think Diablo will. Diablo is generally not great at running away from stuff as a character. He doesn't have that much mobility. He's more of a stun them and engage kind of character. Hello on stream, and don't forget to follow me if you're enjoying this match. Alright, we've got Diablo going out very bravely. Oh no, he dies. That was very fast. I'm not sure if he realized that the entire team was there. And red team is taking this opportunity to probably get that keep. Not going to be that difficult for them to do, actually, since the blue team still had 2 people down. Now it's only 1. So they're backing off. They've recognized that they probably won't get much more. Oh, and then the Leoric ult goes out. They have their 20s, so it silences everybody inside that ult. Let's take a look at their talent. Yeah, Leoric definitely went for that silence to ensure the kills for people who are in it. Oh wow. Red team manages to get that keep. Blue team Tychus uses his ult, but is about to get thrown. Can he get out? Ooh, that's gonna be rough. He manages to make it away. Don't go back in, man. Alright. Up in the top lane, they've gotten the red team has invaded the blue team's camp and gotten it. Bruiser camp. It's a very strong camp. Left alone, it can do a lot of damage, but now that they're pushing with it, it's likely going to do a ton of damage. You might be able to get this keep. Oh, Leoric with his ult. But they're still in a good position. Now it's 5v5, but you do not want to be fighting under that keep with the new rules. And it looks like Greymane makes it out just by a miracle. Oh no! Does he? Or does he die? Oh, Medivh portal saved him. That was great, but great work from Medivh. Shrine is coming top. The red team has a lot of pressure here. See, like all these lanes are pushed close to the blue team's side. So, you know, the blue team has some decisions to make, whether to push out or contest or try to take a, because they've only gotten 1 fort so far. And now they are, both teams have their 20s at least. Blue team just got theirs. So now at least they're on even footing in regards to fighting with the red team. And Leoric goes down. Blue team did a great job there with their Diablo stun. Alright, it's time for a comeback. I love comeback games. Ooh, somebody is going to have to respond to this giant push over here, though. or it will take that key. Oh no, Diablo got taunted under the tower, which did a lot of damage. Now they don't have a tank. They've still got Diva, but their engage has suffered for Diablo's absence, especially since he didn't have souls, so he's not back for another 50 seconds. Oh no! And Fisto goes down, but he does manage to take Garrosh with him, so that's a positive. Unfortunately, Tychus is silenced in that ult by Leoric. That Leoric ult is really doing work for the red team. Like, Derk throws these. Root Beer guy is doing a good job with those ults. Alright. I'm not sure what Deckard's doing hanging out there. I guess he's waiting for Diva to come back in. Yes. Now I know what he was doing back there. He was just trying to get the last couple kills, and he managed to do it without dying, which is very impressive. The red team, however, doesn't seem that phased by this Immortal. Derk just attacks it and takes a good chunk out of its health. Leoric goes bot. Crush is saying it's a bloodbath. That Immortal's pushing the... It'll get that top fort likely, but I don't think that's really a big deal at this point in the game. Keeps are where it's at. And, oh no, it doesn't get that fort! Or unless those lasers do. Come on, laser. Nope. Alright, we've got red team hiding in a bush here, expecting the blue team to show up. They see them. And the blue team goes directly for the bottom camp, but the red team's not all here yet to contest it. So they wait in this bush again. Now they are likely to get ambushed here, the blue team. Nope. Both teams are doing the exact same thing with their tanks or Bruiser anchoring in those bushes. Good job. The blue team has managed to push out the lanes a bit, so see top lane is pushed all the way out to here, mid lane. Now there's a fight. Alright, let's see what's going on. Ooh, that silence in the entomb really destroys most of the blue team. That's two dead, Diablo and Tychus. Diablo, again, did not have his souls yet. That Mephisto is likely to go down as well. Yep, there he goes. And so does Diva. Oh, I think this is GG. Oh no, Deckard! Oh, they don't even bother to chase him. That's good for him. Alright guys, this is it. First game goes to Derk throws these. Doesn't seem like he's throwing much right now. He's doing pretty well actually. Let's take a look at the stats. Tychus and Mephisto doing most of the damage on the team, but it looks like Greymane outdamages both of them. Medivh and Leoric were actually doing a lot of hero damage. Not surprised with all those really well landed, what are they called? Entombs. Those were really good. Great job. Okay, so that was the first game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So now it will be up to the losing team, which is Zul'jin Distillery, to decide whether they want first pick or map pick. Let's see what they go with. Crush is saying that Greymane got a lot of opportunities to stay in Worgen form with a double support behind him. Yeah, that's true. So they really used their comp well. I agree with Crush there. Oh, my mic is low compared to the game. Thanks for letting me know. I'll try to fix that right now. All right, looks like we're ready for game number 2. We still have Derk throws these as team number 2 on the right side here. They will be the red team. Thanks, Crush. Good night. And on the left side, we have Zul'jin Distillery. Looks like they're taking a quick bio break. That's my cat, Pointy. I'm not sure if you got to see her, though. She ran away really quickly. How are you all doing tonight? That was a good game. It was fun to watch. Some really good plays, especially by Leoric in that game. Hey, Mainsky. How's it going? There are still no team names on the display, unfortunately, but the team logos at least are showing, I think. The first game went to Derk Throws These, which is the team on the right. Welcome to the stream. If you have a moment, please don't forget to follow. I think it's, am I pointing in the right direction? Probably that way. All right, here we go. Game number 2. I really like what Derk Throws These has in their, like their little, what are they called? Profile pictures or whatever. They've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, it looks like... Actually, I'm not sure who picked Sky Temple. I should probably ask that. Yes, I do, Ronan. I actually play in the same this division. I'm on Kael'thas Can't Spell. We have our 3rd match tomorrow at 5 PST, I believe. 8. Is it 8 Eastern? Yeah, I'm the only one on the team who's in Pacific time. So everything's earlier for me. All right, looks like we've got a Maiev ban from Zul'jin Distillery and a Varian ban from Derk Throws These. And there's a Medivh ban. I mean, Medivh was really good in that last game, so I don't blame them for banning Medivh. And in return, Derk Throws These bans Malfurion, which is interesting because I think Derk Throws These is the team that took Malfurion last game. So, interesting. Thank you, Ronan. Appreciate that. All right, we've got a first pick KT. That's going to be interesting.
For the Horde.
And a Johanna in response from Derk Throws These. Let's see. Come on. Who's going to be the second? Greymane again from Derk. That's going to be great. He did really well last game, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he has for this game as well. Now the blue team, Zul'jin Distillery, gets 2 more picks. Let's see. KT. Last game, they went with a Tychus and a Diva.
Bring the mega death.
Looks okay, ETC. I guess they're going for that, well, maybe they're going for that mosh and blow up with KT. And they've got a Brightwing, which is a good response to Greymane, I suppose, since he was diving a lot last game and he was doing a lot of damage. A Polymorph would make him a little easier to kill before he can get out. Well, actually, Mainsky last game had a Medivh, and it was he was very good. He was a good Medivh, so he saved Greymane several times. So yeah, the Derk throws these, plays a good Medivh. All right, we've got a Zool ban again in the 3rd round of bans. And a Chromie ban.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Ah, there goes the Sylvanas. Sylvanas, Greymane. Oh, and an Alexstrasza. I'm not sure exactly what kind of... I mean, it looks like the blue team here is going for some blow-up. I would expect another high damage assassin here.
I hear the call.
And we get a Rainer. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We also get a Rexar, which is, I guess, not that popular choice for Sky Temple specifically. I mean, it's more popular for, like, Brax's Holdout, where the bear can, or Dragonshire, where the bear can hold a point by themselves. But I'm looking forward to seeing Rexar on this map as well. Oh, and a Deathwing. Goodness, that's going to be cool. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to go. That Chromie ban seemed a little odd, right? Wonder if somebody on Derk throws these plays a good Chromie. You know, they might have done some scouting before the game, made some decisions. And here goes game number 2.
A ceaseless battle, if you wish to live, that is.
Alright, let me introduce the teams. On the left side, we've got Zul'jin Distillery with Lead on Brightwing, D-Wet on ETC, Ankle Shot on Kel'Thas, Cowboy Kyle on Rexar, and who's on Rainer? That is B Fresh is on Rainer. On the right side, we've got Derk throws these, the winners of the first game. They've got Rootbeard Guy on Deathwing, Fizzle on Alexstrasza, MBB on Johanna. Chills is on Sylvanas, and Derk is on Greymane again. Alright, looks like the blue team did go for that vision, but the red team is going for cheesing that bottom lane. Of course, there's a responding. Oh, yeah, Brightwing can teleport right back in, and they both, like Kel'Thas and Brightwing, took quite a chunk of damage out of quite a chunk of health out of Sylvanas and Greymane's health. But Alexstrasza went back over there to heal them. So now we've got 3v3 in the bottom lane. Oh, and that bomb is going to be spread? Nope, they managed at the last minute to get away from each other. Right, red team is still finishing up bottom lane, while blue team has moved on to mid lane again to kill those minions. They're doing their mid-bot rotation, which is most popular in these games. Up top, we've got a Rexar versus a Deathwing. Looks like the bear is just harassing Deathwing, but not getting much of that health off. And we've got a team fight brewing over here as the red team goes for their siege camp. The blue team is looking to invade. So Zul'jin Distillery is posturing here that they might steal this camp, and the red team lets them. Wow, that was an interesting event. Looks like, I mean, fighting in tight spaces is probably not very advantageous for the right team because of the Kael'thas. And still, they got that camp and managed to do a lot of damage to the red team. So Johanna had to actually back. Alright, so it looks like the blue team's doing a little better at the beginning here. They're ahead by more than half a level. They got that camp, and even though it didn't get any value, that means the red team didn't get it. So this camp, when they take it, will be able to push down the bottom lane a bit. Alright, blue team gets to 4 before the red team does. Got some good talents picked. Looks like KT's got good progress. Six globes so far, and we're only 2.5 minutes into the game. So he should be able to get his 20 in no time. Raynor is skirmishing here with Deathwing, and does not seem to be doing too well. Deathwing might be able to really hurt him. Well, he's taking a few of those armor plates off, but he's likely going to have to get some health before he can engage in more of a fight there. Now he's mostly just poking at Deathwing. In the bottom here, we've got the blue team. Ooh, ETC almost caught that out of mana Sylvanas. Oh no, it's frozen? How about now? It doesn't seem frozen on my player. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Hi, Jira. How's it going? Okay. Red team's getting this top point. It looks like both teams are happy to just trade. Jira. Johanna considers going in, but then thinks better of it. Instead, we've got Sylvanas harassing the Raynor a bit. They managed, and the red team manages to get that entire top wall. Thanks in part to them taking the top temple. Blue teams are going for that Sylvanas. Can they get it? Yes, and they get that kill.
Find something else to fight over.
That was the first full death. Not counting Rexar's Misha, who has died once, it looks like. Alright, in the mid lane, Greymane's pushing out. He's got help from Alex Straza. Pushing their... yeah, they got that XP, and now he's moving on to that camp, that siege camp. Hopefully they'll manage to get it this time before the blue team invades. The blue team instead is going for their bruiser camp, the hard camp. With Raynor and Brightwing. And Kael'thas is just clearing the bottom lane. Of course, Kael'thas can probably clear that minion camp, or sorry, not mercenary camp, really quickly. The siege one in the bottom lane. Ooh, unless he gets caught out by the red team, who seems to be trying to gank him. Oh, that was a good E from Kael'thas. Alright, Kael'thas is up to 11 globes right now, 5.5 minutes into the game. Sylvanas is pushing back that pressure on the bottom lane. And in the top lane, we've got a Deathwing and Greymane dealing quickly with that top camp. Their camp is nowhere to be seen, but it's up in 49 seconds. So we'll see how that camp goes if they try to take it during this objective, or if they just fight on the objective. They are currently 9, so they can't really contest this objective. So that would make more sense for them to just stay soaking, remain soaking, maybe try to get a pick of on one person if they catch someone rotating. But right now, this is not looking good for Derk Throws These in terms of this objective. Of course, ETC is anchored in that bush, waiting for them to dare come in. And that bottom fort is almost definitely, yeah, that's definitely going down. Blue team is able to push. The Kael'thas ult goes out. Alright, and the red team finally gets their 10s and picks their ults. Looks like Greymane went for Cursed Bullet. Alexstrasza went for Cleansing Flame. No surprise here. Blessed Shield for Johanna. Bellowing Roar for Deathwing. And the Silence for Sylvanas. Alright, now the blue team seems to want to invade this camp. And they do it. They are taking a lot of damage. And in comes the Deathwing. Oh no. Ooh. He manages to fear that Brightwing away. That unfortunately that breath did not catch anyone. But they still got one kill. They got the Kael'thas kill out of it, and they defended their camp. So the blue team is going back to, looks like Rexxar is going back to top lane to push that back out. There's still some fight going on in the middle lane. Deathwing taking a lot of damage. He backs off. He needs to be in the air, I guess, to regen some. Oh, ow, wow. That was a good mosh. He caught both Greymane and Alexstrasza. I think he's likely to kill that Greymane. Nope. No, he isn't. I guess now he's too far in by himself. Unless the red team decides to attack again. Wow, that was a good turnaround. Now Kael'thas is dead, and that Greymane is still alive. It's very impressive. DeWitt gets caught out by himself and almost dies, but he's got his Brightwing. Hopefully he still can survive this. Hi, Mark Zombie. Are you rooting for root beer? Alright, red team gets that camp at a good time. Of course, it's going to be pushing top lane, which already has a large minion wave, pushing, and the red team still has that fort. Blue team goes for the mid temple. Red team seems to be fine with trading, and they're going bot. Greymane is on that camp, of course. He might also be able to steal the blue team's camp if they don't go take that soon or defend it. Seems like the blue team is satisfied with just taking that temple. Now that they see that red team's camp was taken, they go to defend their own camp, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so now the red team's invading the blue team's camp, and the blue team is assembling first. The KT ult goes out. I think the red team's getting that camp. Alexstrasza's in the air. Alright. Blue team has to deal with a lot of pressure here from the red team. The blue team still has a 1-fort advantage over the red team though, so this bottom temple is not really going to do any damage to their keeps yet. So they're okay with that. Looks like blue team is looking to engage. Oh, nice mosh. And definitely sure that, yep, that Alexstrasza goes down from that mosh. Blue team is a bit split right now. They also lose ETC and Kael'thas, and now Rexxar. So that engage did not, I mean, even though that mosh was really good, it did not, it was not enough for the blue team to kill the red team. Red team is now going for boss, even though they're all very low on health and missing the healer. But, you know, they've got Deathwing and he's very chunky, so he can tank it. Nice work by Greymane. Good footwork. Rainer's coming in to check that out. They can see he might be able to get a couple kills here. Nope, or die. He'll just die, unfortunately. red team already has their Alexstrasza back, so of course they're not too worried anymore. And the blue team will have to respond to that boss in the bottom lane. Blue team has some pressure going in the top lane, which is good for them that, you know, they're still in this game. It's pretty close so far. And the red team's going to take that opportunity to get rid of this mid fort. So now they're on even footing in terms of buildings. That boss goes down fairly quickly, but it does get one of the two bottom towers and about half or 2/3 of, or 1/3 of that wall. Red team is now doing a dangerous play where they're going for that camp, the blue team's bruiser camp. And there are only 4 on it because Deathwing is up here somewhere. Deathwing's now in the air. And the blue team manages to punish the red team for this by killing Alexstrasza. They got the camp anyway, the blue team got the camp. And red team withdraws. Oh no, Sylvanas! Oh, nobody knew she was in there, so they didn't manage to catch her. I mean, that would have been a sure kill. Greymane goes for the siege camp down here. Blue team is happy to catch this temple. Sylvanas is going pretty far out. There's a chance that the blue team will flank her and kill her, but looks like they're more focused right now on this temple. KT is thinking about it, but Sylvanas is already running away, so he may not catch her. And no, I think they will catch her. There goes the KT. Sylvanas has already used her E. They're chasing here pretty hard. That bomb goes out, and it's unlikely that she will survive this. There we go. Sylvanas goes down. Blue team is using this to their advantage and pushing forward. Deathwing coming in from behind the blue team with a flank, but he manages to get out before they can do too much damage to him. Rainer's chasing. Yeah, then he thinks better of it and goes back to his team. And in the meantime, Rexxar is getting their siege camp. Red team is standing over here. I'm not quite sure why, since this camp is not up anytime soon. Now they withdraw, and the blue team chases a bit. That mid keep has disappeared. Presumably with that last temple. So the blue team is advancing. If the blue team wins this one, we will have a 3rd game. And then I will be the luckiest caster ever, because my first cast, which was a few days ago, was also a three game competition, so it was great. It would be really nice to get a 3 this time as well. Alright, ETC gets in that launch, but it gets interrupted and is stunned out of it. Greymane takes some damage, but not enough to kill him. The blue team seems to be retreating, except for Rainer, who's significantly out of position here. But they still managed to kill that Deathwing, who's too far forward as well. Alexstrasza is retreating. Oh, she was polymorphed, which sort of stops her from pushing the blue team away. And ETC dives in hard. They're still going. I wonder if they're... Okay, now they're backing off. KT killing that vision in the middle. Them coming, I guess. And the blue team is going for both shrines. Both temples rather. If they manage to get these 2, that will do a lot of damage to these keeps. This one right here, I mean, the wall is already down, so next is this little well. At least both of those wells are going to be dead. So that's a big advantage for the blue team as well. Red team comes in and the blue team withdraws from the bottom one. Even though it's also 4v4, but of course Deathwing can come in at any moment, so that was a wise choice by the blue team. They take a long way around and go to the red team's camp to grab them. I wonder if the red team realizes this. Looks like they were too late to realize that, so now they've just got to kill those mercs. And blue team seems to be just deciding to push this lane or collapse on that
Red
Sylvanas.
team has destroyed a
Did not work. Sylvanas managed to get away. Nice try though. Greymane, everybody's on the red team seems to be backing. Blue team has no vision of, you know, they could have easily killed that Johanna if they knew she was there. Red team is down 20s, so the blue team is feeling brave and they're going for that boss. ETC is waiting for the red team to show up, which they do. Here comes the Deathwing. They could, the blue team could afford to take this fight. It's, you know, it's 20 versus 19. They would likely win it, but they think better of continuing at the boss, so they leave. Now both teams have 20s, so it's no longer as scary for the red team to try to contest things. Very close game. We've got Greymane going up for this camp right here, and the blue team's doing the same thing. Zul'jin Distillery is looking good this game. Deathwing was holding his level 20. Now he just picked it, finally. And the red team goes back to the boss to see if the blue team is going to try to take it. They seem to both be baiting it, but then the red team actually goes for it. That is very brave. And they decide against it. KT zones them with his ult. Oh, this is going to be a bloodbath, I think. So, one of these teams is going to really die here. Alright, boss is almost dead. They're gonna have to do that engage. Deathwing with that, with his fly. Oh, he's about to die though. Oh my god. That ETC ult was great, but he still dies for it. In return though, his team manages to kill 4 of the red team, so I'm guessing now it's time to core. And this one will be going to the blue team. There's, I mean, only Sylvanas is around to defend. There's not that much she can do by herself, you know, without dying. Oh no, she gets polymorph. That's, yeah, she probably should not have put it in there. And the red team core goes down. The second game goes to Zul'jin Distillery. Woohoo! So we get a third game. Congratulations to Zul'jin Distillery. They've evened it out. This is so exciting. Get a third game. I like that. So, as we wait for the third game in this series, which will be the decision. What do you guys think of the game so far? Led is the MVP of your heart. Oh, TuneV says that Led is the MVP of his or her heart. That's so cool. We've got a couple people cheering for each of the teams. Like we've got Toon B here for XGD, so Zul'jin Distillery, and Mark Zombie is rooting for Derk Throws These. My team has played against Derk Throws These, and well, we lost 0-2 in a domination. I think that was that last week? I think that was last week. Yes. My team is Kel'Thas Can't Spell, and we're going to be playing tomorrow. Really excited about that. We'll see how it goes. I'd like to see a Cursed Hollow game, since neither of the teams banned that. I would love to see that. Alterac Pass it is. Since Derk Throws These lost the last game, they get to choose whether they want to pick the map or the first pick. I'm not sure which one they chose, so actually it looks like first draft team is going to be team 1, so that means Derk Throws These chose the map. So they chose Alterac Pass. While we wait for the teams to, go bio or get their drinks, don't forget to follow if you like this stream. This is only my second cast for NGS, so I'm still, working on it, getting there. My cats are nowhere to be found. I would like to show them to you guys. They're very cute. They're both black cats. And they're called Pointy and Bendy. Because I'm very uncreative when it comes to names. When I got them, they were like little foster kittens. And they were just like really small. And one of them had a broken tail. That one's Bendy. And the other one had a very pointy tail. So that one's Pointy. Did I call you Toon? It's Tuna. Sorry. Yes, cats are the best. Jorah is here for Derk Throws These as well. Alright, we've got 2 fans of Derk Throws These. Still waiting on the teams to get ready. I'm looking forward to this map. I mean, Alterac Pass is a pretty different kind of map, It's one of those objectives where you don't have to go right away. Like there are other things you can be doing and still have time to defend. So, that'll be cool to see. Whereas if Cursed Hollow, for example, which is the map I was hoping for, once it's up, it's up. You better go and get that curse, right? Or get that, whatever it's called. Oh, you were in the army with Root Beer Guy. Wow. Well, thank you for your service. That's awesome. He played a really good Leoric the first game, I've got to say. I was impressed. Alright, looks like the game is starting. Here we go. Since Derk throws these, took first pick, that means Zul'jin Distillery picked all track pass, and Derk throws these gets first pick. This is the decisive game. This is the one that'll decide who wins. It's gonna be cool. Varian got banned first. We haven't seen a Varian so far in these couple games. So it's probably more of a ban out of like that Varian messes with their comp or something, their plan. What does Varian mess with? He messes with a lot of squishies. Oh, thank you. I will switch scenes. Sorry. There we go. And we got another Medivh ban from Zul'jin Distillery. That Medivh in the first game was very impactful, so they just don't want to deal with him. Now there's an ETC ban. The ETC last game was landing some really good moshes. Unfortunately, he was dying for it, but still, they managed to pull that win out, so that's a respect ban. Malfurion, first pick again. That's the same thing that happened in the first game. Ooh, and now we get the Greymane from the blue team instead. So Zul'jin Distillery picked up Greymane, denying it to the red team, which has picked, where Derk has picked Greymane for the last 2 games. So now we've got a KT and a Greymane on the left team. Johanna's picked again by the red team, and now there's a Li Ming. We haven't seen a Li Ming so far, so that'll be great to watch. Round 3 for bans. Vala is banned. Vala is one of those heroes that I find that if there's a good Vala player, she can be really devastating. But I personally am not that good a Vala player, so I'm only a good Vala player if I play the Q build. And I haven't played her in a long time. So yeah, it's a decent ban. Guess they're just trying to take some of the auto attackers out of the rotation. We get a Stukov ban on the right side. Alright, blue team picks. I'm expecting a tank and maybe a healer, with the offlaner being the last pick. There we go, we get a Diablo and a Deckard. Deckard could be really tanky as well, so it'll be a very interesting matchup here to see if, you know, he last game he played Deckard, I think. Led also played Deckard, and he played a really good Deckard. I mean, he managed to get that 1 minion kill from the shrine by himself with like against 4 of the red team, and he still survived. So I thought that was super impressive. Ooh, and another Leoric from Root Beer Guy. We'll see. That's gonna be great. And a Rainer. Who's going to be the offlaner here? Rexxar again. Interesting. Again, another map where you don't often see Rexxar. But I guess Cowboy Kyle plays a lot of Rexxar. Here we go. Game number 3. I think all the other new casters are going to be jealous of me. Twice now, we've gotten three games. All right. Are these like portraits from like anniversaries? I think they are, right? Has Heroes really been around for 5 years? Can't be that long, right? Alright, looks like we've got some picks. KT's going for that Globe Quest again. Ace in the hole for Raynor. And Johanna, of course, for the D. Or D. I don't remember what that talent's called. Yeah, Iron Skin. Iron Skin, yeah, that's the talent. Okay. Not the talent, the ability. Anyway, alright, let me zoom out so you guys can see. Alright, so on the left side, we've got Zul'jin Distillery with D-Wit on Diablo. We've got Ankle Shot on KT. We've got Cowboy Kyle on Rexar again. And Be Fresh on the Greymane. And, as usual, Lead on the Decker. On the right side, we've got Derk Throws These. Derk is on Raynor this time instead of the Greymane, which was taken by the blue team. We've got Fizzle on the Malfurion. We've got Chills on the Li Ming. MBB on the Johanna again. And Leoric Root Beer Guy on Leoric, which was the same as the first game. He is skirmishing up here with the bear. Misha. Nice. I mean, that was a good opportunity for him to get all his health back. Alright. The team seems to be not really doing a rotation here. Are they? Li Ming's lane clear is pretty terrible. But it looks like it's worth it for the red team because they've sent up Raynor and Malfurion to get this camp. Alright. Li Ming seems to be holding her own. I mean, of course, Greymane can kill those minions way faster than she can. But as long as they get the XP, that's really all that matters, and as long as she doesn't die. Right, so they got those mercs really early on. I'm guessing they will be pushing with them mid. Leoric's holding his own up here in the top lane against Rexar. And Li Ming still working on those minions. She's soaking fairly safely, so Greymane has not really been able to do much damage to her. But she is a little low on mana. Let's see what talent she went. She went for Force Armor at level 1, and her level 4 is the Arcane Orb one instead of the one that people usually take. I think the one we usually take is what's it called? It's the one that gives you health back and makes it so that resets are really helpful for you. All right, the objective's coming up. Greymane really has taken hardly any damage or used any mana so far in keeping up with Li Ming. I don't think he's used his tap either, whereas she has.
Our prison camp from being captured and get our soldiers out of the hordes.
Okay, looks like Diablo is heading top, and Root Beer Guy is out. So the red team is taking their mercs again. So the fact that they got them so early means that they can get them again now, whereas the blue team did not take them the first time around, I believe. They just got it this time. This set of mercs has a very low cooldown. It's like 1.5 minutes, so you can take it pretty often. And given that the objective was at 3 minutes, they took it the first time, and then they could take it again for this objective. Alright, nobody seems to be going to the objectives yet. Blue team is trying to clear that mid wave. The mercs are going head to head. Both teams have their 7th. And while Misha's looking to get some progress on those little minions at the jail thing. There we go. Blue team goes in. Red team's here to defend though. Greymane goes in with his wolf form or worgen form. Johanna's taking a lot of damage. CC'd as well. Oh no! Leoric dies. DeWitt is almost dead as well on his Diablo. Greymane's battling it out with Johanna. Both teams have all 5 members here, except now the blue team sent their Diablo top to get the sippy cup probably. Yep, there he did. There he goes. And looks like he's trying to capture some XP as well. The blue team goes for their camps once again, and the red team does the same. See, this is one of those objectives where you can do that. Like this is one of those maps where you can just hang back and do other stuff, go get camps. That's what I like about this map. I also like that the core can heal itself. Right, in mid lane, looks like Diablo is back to full health, full mana. And the blue team is once again the aggressor here. They're going in for the red team. Misha goes down. The red team pushes back pretty hard. Root beer guy is fairly low on health. Greymane tries to punish it, but ends up taking a lot of damage instead. Alright, root beer guy seems to be dying again. Oh no, don't pass the bomb! Oh no. Root beer guy goes down, but he also takes KT with him. Now the blue team has their ults and red team does not. So this is a pretty dangerous place for the red team to be. They should really be backing out as quickly as they can. Looks like Greymane might be able to make it out. No, nope, don't. Yes, she does. Bye, bye, Mark. Mark Zombie. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow before you leave. Okay, so it looks like Johanna went in there. And instead, she's gonna die. There goes the red team with that. They finally got their ults. Using a couple of them. Raynor zones them out with his Hyperion, which is a great move to or attempts to zone them out, but it didn't quite work unfortunately because the blue team still got the what are those called? Raiders? Yes, Raiders. Raiders roll. Okay, blue team is pushing with the 3 men in the mid lane. They are likely to get at least that wall. They're doing a pretty good job here, avoiding taking tower shots, which is fairly hard to do when you've got like an AoE hero, or it's pretty challenging. But they at least managed to get that well, so at least the red team does not have a well there to retreat to. In the bottom lane, Greymane's doing a lot of work as well. He's pushing this in, and the rest of his teammates join him. They might be able to... Oh, instead of getting the fort, they're focusing on chasing Li Ming, which might not have been the best choice for them here. And there goes that Pyroblast death! Wow. They actually did manage to secure 2 kills, but now they're stuck sort of behind this fort. So they've got to be pretty safe about how they retreat, and I think KT goes down for that. Yes, he does. Greymane's in a bit of a tough spot as well. Run away! Run away! Derk is chasing pretty well. Jorajira says he feels like it went bad for the red team, which is Derk throws these at the pick screen. Why do you think that? Do you think it's because the blue team got the gray main? Red team is now getting their camp. Yeah, the Malfurion first pick is something they did the first game, and I found that surprising. I mean, Malfurion is just not generally a first pick kind of hero. But, hey, it's important to their comp, so they picked him first.
The Horde's captured more of our troops.
Didn't want it to
You know
be
what to
denied.
do.
In the game they didn't play Malfurion, they banned him as first ban as well. So it looks like Malfurion is very important to them. Right. 5 of the red team mid, and out goes Leoric's ult, catching Diablo, but unfortunately not enough damage is done to Diablo to kill him during that time. Diablo is blinded by Johanna. The red team starts withdrawing a bit, because they're now fighting too close to the blue team's wall, which is fully healthy. Red team retreats. They may be able to catch this Greymane who's running away, who is a little deep into the red team's territory. Oh no! Oh, and Greymane dies. The blue team manages to get that Leoric, but of course he has his Wraithwalk and he manages to escape. We've got 20 seconds before Greymane is back, so the red team is really, I mean, they have an opportunity here that they should be using. They managed to get back their camp or cage or whatever, and now they are going for the blue teams. It's a 5v4. Leoric's ult goes out on KT this time. I think the damage was a little far back to be able to take advantage of that though. Leoric dies. Fizzle and MBB are both pretty low, but they managed to kill Nisha at least. Oh, the red team is so low. Malfurion uses his ult, well timed, to heal them back up, and the blue team withdraws. Now the red team can capture this and get some progress. Alright, the entire red team is here and back. One of the advantages of being Leoric. Blue team is also assembled, coming back in, looks like, coming in to defend. MBB is a bit low on both health and mana, perhaps taking a little too much poke. Oh no, MBB is in a really tough spot right now. He's walking directly into that keep, or that tower. That wouldn't have helped anyway. And now the red team has to withdraw. Unfortunately, that means also a dead Rainer, in addition to the dead Johanna. The blue team is pulling this off. They're getting back in there. Wow, the red team only needed 8.5 more seconds, but unfortunately with those deaths, they can't really do much over there. Yeah, nice sleep by Deckard. Li Ming doing her best to poke over here.
Time to show them what the Stormpikes can do.
But it goes to the blue team. Leoric heads up top to defend that. Bottom is where they have no fort, but it's also pushed out a little more. So it looks like the red team has chosen to defend their mid lane first, which is also where the blue team is pushing to get that half down fort. I mean, that fort is definitely dead. I'm not sure why the red team is defending it, but it's probably just because they don't want any damage on the keep wall, more so than on that fort. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage on that wall, actually. Blue team is driven away a bit, which is good for the red team, so that they can finish off that attacking blade. Then they have plenty of time to go bot to defend that as well. Or, if the blue team continues to push here, which looks like they might, they may need to stay here to defend. Looks like the blue team is getting with the program, going bot to push with that wave, which is still very healthy. In the top lane, Root Beer guy has mostly killed that wave. Oh, Malfurion is getting low. He was jumped. Now Raynor is getting really low as well. Derk on Raynor is taking a lot of heavy damage from that Greymane. Fizzle is very close to dying. Oh, Malfurion. Cool. Yeah, see, that Entomb on Diablo is not super useful because Diablo can just push you out of it and escape. Unfortunately, the Derk goes down, as does the Malfurion. Now Johanna looks like she's dying as well. Wow, yeah. Greymane doing some work there. DeWitt goes in to kill that Raynor, and he goes down. And he manages to escape before he takes fatal damage. That Li Ming is also pretty low. They could turn on her. But looks like they think better of it. Alright, so they went, the blue team goes mid instead. That's Zul'jin Distillery. And both Leoric and Li Ming are doing their best to defend. I mean, her wave clear is atrocious, so she has to depend on those minions bot to do it. Be fresh, be thirsty.
More of our soldiers have been taken prisoner. Let's take them back.
Alright, blue team's going top lane here, trying to push it in further. They might be going for that boss soon. I wouldn't blame them if they did, but yeah, the entirety of the red team is back up, so it would be too risky right now. The red team instead decides to go for that top lane. Oh no, they were just checking. They thought they might be there. But instead, the blue team... that was good work. They gave the red team the impression they were going for top boss, so the red team would go there. But instead, they took a long way around and came to the bottom boss. And they're definitely going to be able to capture that before the red team gets here. They have all 5 team members here. Nope. It was 4, but now there are 5. It's hard to notice that Misha is not a not a separate player. All right, red team just got juked, I guess. Got that bottom boss to deal with, so now the blue team has a significant advantage to be able to get this to cap this camp right here, the horde camp. Johanna's anchored in this bush, but I'm not sure what she can do by herself. Looks like the blue team now is going for the top boss, so it's Johanna versus Rexar, which, I mean, she might be able to do something there. But they changed their minds. They went back. The red team seems to have decided to ignore the boss, the bottom boss, because it won't be able to kill the core on its own. So as long as it can't kill the core will heal right back up. So they've just ignored it. Blue team is still getting progress on this camp, and the red team is now fully here. The blue team has 20s, so it is a very dangerous engage for the red team, and immediately Li Ming dies. But Greymane follows her quickly. This is pretty, I mean, 1v1 right now is a very good outcome for the red team, given that they are down a talent tier, and not just any talent tier, but the Storm one. I mean, they managed to get KT as well, but they lose Raynor, so the red team now has no damage left alive. And really, neither does the blue team. Unfortunately, Johanna dies. So now it's 2v3, and they better be running. Run, run, run. Oh, Fizzle goes down as well on the Malfurion. That's unfortunate. So, you know, given that his team is all dead, Leoric, the best thing he can do is clear as many waves as possible. He also tries to defend this mid keep, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Ming is back up. Oh, and dead. Wow. Did she go Glass Cannon? No, she didn't go Glass Cannon, so I'm surprised by how squishy she was there. The red team is still not 20. They still don't have their 20s, so I think this is it. This is GG. Zul'jin Distillery wins the third game, making them the champion of this round. Very well played by both teams. I thought that was great. GG's. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, then please follow or subscribe if you'd like to. Let's see if we can get an interview. Yeah, GG's. That was great. I love it when there are 3 games. Like, it's more fun that way. Dominations are less fun, in my opinion, so this was good. GG, everyone. Yeah. Let me update the scores.
Hello. Good. How about yourself? Thank you. All right.
Okay, so how did you guys feel about the games? Did you enjoy that? Hello? Hello? Oh, crap. My push to talk is different for my Discord than it is for my channel. So hold on a sec.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was asking, how did you feel about those games? You know, were they enjoyable for you? Stressful?
Those were pretty stressful, actually, which I guess are the most enjoyable when they're close like that. But yeah, those were really close.
Yeah, those are close games. Yeah, true.
Like,
it was really great to watch as well. You know, that's the best kind to watch, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. We hadn't played these guys before.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Like, have you played them before? Did you do much scouting to get ready for the match? Because there were a few bans that I was wondering whether it was like a targeted ban.
Yeah, one of their players plays some specific heroes. I think it's Chills. Yeah, and I did about my normal amount of scouting. So,
Okay.
but it's the first time we've played them, and I didn't know what to expect. But they, I mean, I was thinking in game how they were making like pretty much all the right macro calls, as far as I could tell.
Yeah, they were really on top of all those camps and, you know, the timing of it all. Yeah, they did a lot of that. Is your team new, or have you been together for a while?
This is our, I think, 6th season in NGS.
Oh, nice.
So 4th season with the same 6 players.
Great.
So yeah, that's it's pretty easy to do scouting on us.
Yeah, look at the previous seasons. You'll get everything you need. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was wondering about some of their bans as well. Did you feel like what was it they kept first banning?
Oh, the Varian. Yeah.
Variant.
I think we've had some decent success with it in the past, and this season specifically, we're doing well with it. So
Oh, I
it
see.
seemed
Yeah, I was
it seemed
wondering
pretty
why
reasonable.
ban Varian if there haven't been any Varian comps so far. So I was thinking it must be targeted.
Hmm.
I saw the respect Medivh bans.
Yeah, we were not expecting that curveball. It was quite the unpleasant surprise.
Right.
I was-
Medivh had a lot of impact that game.
I was kind of expecting the pick, but I didn't expect the, I guess, effectiveness of it.
That
Because
the ley line was very, very bad for us.
Yeah.
yeah, and the shields were kind of
Yeah.
screwing up everything I wanted to do as Diablo.
Yeah, he saved Greymane like countless times. A lot of the times that portal or the shield really saved lives there.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a good Medivh.
Yes, he was. I got a comment on the channel about, Medivh bans in Division D, but I think that doesn't really mean much what division we're in. I think it's you were doing great. He did a really good job as Medivh, so I thought that ban was worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, he's high impact in the right hands, so.
Okay, so is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans? You had a few fans on the stream tonight.
Oh yeah. I guess some shout outs. We could shout out to Nutcracker, our 6th player, and to Ripper, helps us with coaching stuff, and to Derk Throws These, putting on a really good match. That first game was rough. I didn't know if we would come back in that really close second game.
Yeah, that first game was really rough for you guys. But I was very pleasantly, not really surprised, but it was pleasant that you guys won the second game so that we'd get a third one. And then you pulled out the win, so that was great. Very impressive.
Thank you.
You have any shouts or anything, Ryan?
Oh, yeah. Just wanted to have a small shout out to the Church of Murky guys for helping us out with some scrims and just letting us practice against them.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I also cast their match, was it on Saturday or Sunday? They played really well as well.
Yeah. They're another solid team that it's always enjoyable to play against.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's always like circled on our schedule, and it's always the last week of the season too. I don't know if they do that on purpose for us, but it happens every season.
Well, I'm sure that will be quite a matchup to watch.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
And shout out to you for casting. I really appreciate the time.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry your team names weren't showing up, but at least the logos were there. And you had some fans watching anyway, so people knew who you were.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you for the games, and best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, everyone on stream as well. I'm going to head off and have some dinner, and I'll see you guys on my next stream. I think that is going to be, or the next NGS match specifically is going to be on Saturday, maybe? I will put the schedule down. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye.